the exact way. I was the one to tell him, don't change anything. Don't think because you're coming over here by me that you got to start rapping about the things I rap about. Don't do none of that. Please rap about your little TV show, whatever you want to rap about. Rap about girls. Do that. That's what you're good at. I was like, don't come because, of course, it's only natural for you to come over and just think, if I'm with Wayne, then I'm gonna rock like Wayne, and so I rap about what I rap about, and so that was one of the main things I had to tell him from the jump, like, hey, don't change anything, don't start singing about killing nobody, don't start singing about the streets.
Yeah, talk about what you know.
Yeah, like keep it Canadian, man.
Keep it.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Everyone's Got a Story. We are coming off of a lighter or a more serious topic, and now we're gonna jump into some entertainment news that is the timing is right.
Yes.
Normally we record these episodes and everything kind of happens already, but we're fresh off of the release of.
Yeah.
All right, so Kendrick put out the 616 record early in the morning yesterday.
Yes,
that was
about
Friday.
Midnight.
I think he dropped it at 6:16, right?
Okay.
And then Drake came with the response at 11ish in the nighttime.
Yes.
Then Kendrick dropped another response like 10 minutes after that. So I know there's so much commentary on the Kendrick and Drake thing. There's a lot of good people doing that. Kai got some good stuff. Queen's Flip got some funny stuff. We ain't even gonna tap into that water. Let them do what they do.
Yes.
But looking from afar, and even my cousin didn't get because we always on the same page. So I know once he sees what I see, but he ain't seeing it. But I see it.
Right.
I see it clear as day. Maybe y'all too young. Maybe I'm getting too old, and I see more. But there is a confusion.
Yes.
Over the perception of biracial, about being biracial, and what card you have and what you can do and don't do.
Right.
Now, as I told my cousin earlier, if you're young, I understand it.
Right.
If you're 15, 16, 21, but some of y'all grown-ass people that don't understand, like you got Charlamagne. I just seen Charlamagne say this. There's so many adults that are confused.
Because Drake said it to make it seem like Kendrick was coming at him saying that, oh, well, you can't say it because you light-skinned and biracial.
So I'm going to give the people. So if y'all don't know, most of y'all know, right? So Kendrick has said that Drake, at the end of the song, we don't want to hear you say nigga no more. Right? And Drake, I think, fell for the bait because Drake is so bold that he came back on one of the responses and started off the song saying it. Nigga. Right. So he's bold for doing that. Yeah. Because why? Because that showed you how weak he thinks the culture is. Like I said, we gonna go. So now,
say that again. How weak he think the culture is?
Yeah, because he knows his celebrity, his celebrity, his money, and all that.
Yep.
People are not going to be offended by it, right? There's just the times we in and the generation we in, right? But okay, so that's something that's bubbling. It's been bubbling with Trump in office. Yeah, race is so I'm looking at it from the climate,
more like the
climate they're in because of politics.
Age group climate.
They want the black vote. Republicans want the black vote. Stephen A. Smith caught some smoke because of what he said about saying that what Trump connects with black people because of how they're and he had to clarify what he meant by that, right? So there's a lot of things happening race related, and you're a good example too. So black comes in different shades. My mom is fair skin, my father's dark skin. Like I think people forget that black comes in different shades, which is a plain evidence of slavery.
And these
what
are
happened.
People who have a following saying this. Oh, you light skin, so they can't say it either. Like what?
Do y'all understand if slavery never happened, then maybe y'all could just see a bunch of dark-skinned people and a bunch of light-skinned people. Right. But we know through what happened, slavery, everybody mixed up in some way. People, right? So people might have forgot about that fact. Now, if you think that a Styles P is not black because he's fair-skinned, then you're stupid. Right. If you think J. Cole ain't black. So what I'm trying to get the people to understand is it's not about what you look like. It's about who you are.
Oh, absolutely.
It's about your upbringing. It's about what What are you showing people how you carry yourself, your culture? He's talking about culturally. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I think, and
that's exactly what Kendrick
I can't even put it into words how people don't understand that it's not just looking at a person saying, "Oh, they're fair skinned, so they can't say the word." They're not about the culture.
Right.
The reason why Kendrick is saying that Drake is not about the culture is because Drake has never stood on anything black related. He's never commented on. He's mixed, right? He's half black, half Jewish, right? We've never seen that man take a stance on anything black related. I actually, our cousin brought up a fact of what he has shown us, which is more of the Jewish side, doing bar mitzvahs, and that's your culture,
right?
And you've shown that more. What I have seen from Drake is doing the blackface, and never
we'll post that up for the viewers.
saying, saying no, I wouldn't. He never really gave clarity of why he did that, or
he got a pass for that.
He got a pass for that, right? But
or why somebody peed on his leggy.
We're gonna get to that, Playboy.
So one of the things that struck me from this is when it comes to race, and even black people within our culture, there's always been an undertone. I don't want to. What's the proper word for tension between, not tension, but being black and being, like blacks have different and we know there's been a, I mean,
that's been since the beginning of time. We've been dealing with colorism.
Yeah, within our own community, we've gone through it.
Well, if you're not black enough, if you're not light skinned,
or even with females, some females, light skinned females that are black might,
Drake was very strategic with that. He wanted to highlight the racism part. He called Rick Ross racist. He wanted to highlight that because he wanted the people behind him to start like a racial type tension, like, oh, he's calling me racist, and like you told your mommy and your mommy emailed. It's such a cornball. He's like calling mommy, and then he's racist, and you're being racist, and our light skinned children can play together. He's trying to make his viewers and his fans see, or try to go against the Rick Ross and type Kendrick saying they're trying to say he's not black because he's light skinned.
Now, and Drake is feeding his minions,
his cult.
Because now Drake is saying that, Kendrick, your child is light-skinned too. Because Kendrick's wife or whatever, she's fair-skinned. Now I'm like, this is the
We don't know she's biracial. We just know she's fair-skinned.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what her... but she's fair-skinned.
Right.
And Drake is spoon-feeding these idiots because you're... And then he made a comment, you don't... He had a whole picture of his family on the last album.
Yes.
Like, Kendrick's not hiding what his family look like, but Drake knows that he's so popular. If he convinces these people that it's just as simple as, both our skins are light skinned. Do you think a person that grew up in LA, is Kendrick from Compton?
Yeah, Compton.
You don't get blacker than Compton.
Right.
You think that person culturally is not going to be more invested in black culture than somebody from freaking Canada?
Yeah. Canada.
We let a Canadian cornball come
wait, hold on, because
this is our rap game. This Canadian cornball come and mess y'all minds up.
Something just came to my mind. There is black culture in Canada too. People might.
No, nobody not saying that.
So it's not that
Canada wasn't black enough.
It's not that it's Canada because these people are stupid. It's because his ass is from Canada.
Yeah.
He's a half Jew and half black person.
Yeah.
And so it's not even about a Canada thing, because like I said, we have our culture over there too.
Shout out
to
Tamia.
You yourself, you don't fit that criteria of what Kendrick is saying is because you don't stand on anything black.
Yeah.
You will not see Drake talking about a black man getting killed.
We don't hear that.
He's not gonna do that. And if he was standing on that type of thing in his music, even if it was this little subs here and there about anything about the black struggle,
nothing.
Nigga, give us 2% of what Tupac would have talked about here and there. We would say he is black, but he stayed away from that. But what he has done is he has given the culture what he knows it represents. Doing his hair, braiding his hair. Who braided his hair? Who put some damn, what's that thing, y'all barrettes?
You gotta also know Drake is strategic.
Very.
He's gonna act. He's gonna act black.
What he does,
very
tap
smart
into the hood quick.
Yes.
He's gonna tap in.
Guy coming up. Let me do it. And that's smart as hell.
Very smart.
Smart
because
dude.
You know why? Well, he's not tapped in emotionally as a kid.
No, he's looking.
So now as an adult, you can figure out, like, how can I help the cause? Let me tap in with some new upcoming artists.
Let me get
get the hood behind me.
Let me get some gold. He just got the gold grills in the video.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he knows the Houston culture. He knows this. You can see it.
Yeah.
But what he does is he puts it on and puts it off.
What Kendrick said last night about rip off the accolades. Rip it off so we can see the real you.
Yeah.
Rip it off. The layers off to see the real you. Leave Jimmy alone.
That's not a fake Drake. That's him.
Listen,
his name is.
so
that's him.
That's
He
him.
is an artist.
He ain't no damn
He's
artist.
he's an artist. He's not, to me, I don't look at Drake as a rapper. He's an artist. We're not coming at his music. He can make
some
great music.
Maybe
He's
that's
an artist,
the little bit of black he got in him coming out.
But
unwarranted criticism because why? Guys like academics say he's better than
Yeah.
Biggie Smalls.
yeah, I don't understand that. That don't even make sense.
He's better than Biggie Smalls and Tupac. He the
Could you
GOAT.
imagine?
I don't even want to get into the rap aspect of it. We could do that in another video. I just really had to tap into the fact that
race part.
I'm hearing people very confused on what it is to look like you're black,
right?
And if color plays a role into that because you're mixed,
right?
There's a lot of mixed black people out here.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Me and my wife, we're both brown skin.
Halle Berry considers herself a black woman.
I have
Alicia
one
Keys,
child
black
that's
woman.
very brown skin.
Yes.
And I have one that is
a little fair,
lighter.
right?
You know what I'm saying?
Are they not black?
So are they not like it's not about what you look like.
That was Drake's strategy. Because Kendrick didn't say you weren't black because you were light skinned.
He never said that, but these people are saying that. But the
dissection of the media and his cult, the
why?
academics and all of those, they want to come in and look at his wife. His wife is this color.
His wife is fair skinned.
So she can't say it either.
It's not that plain.
That's
his
not,
wife, that's his high school sweetheart.
Right.
Guess what that means she's from?
She's from
Compton too.
She's from Compton too.
And I think
probably blacker than you.
We need to get Umar on here because Umar will tell you.
Right.
Even when he speaks, whether you like him or not, he'll tell you Pan-African the thinking process is if you identify. Well, you know what he says? If you identify as black, you're black. Whether it's not about a percentage. You could be 25%, but if you identify as black, we with you.
You know what? I gotta ask a question, and I'm gonna play stupid here because Drake identifies as a black man? I don't even know. Has he ever said?
He's never said it. And if you,
he's mixed.
I'm pretty sure he would say yes if you ask him now because he's stupid.
Of course, but like Jay is saying,
no. I said identify.
Yes,
I'm not saying he's not black. I'm saying do he identify?
And that's the key thing to what Kendrick. Do you embrace the struggle?
Right.
But like he said, to your benefit or not.
Yes.
Like you don't speak about no black issues. You never did.
You never did.
I don't know if he
why?
identifies as a black man.
But listen, he's being true to his life. He's never had to.
Yes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is what Kendrick is saying.
Right.
For some of you go to your father house don't make you black.
No.
Right.
That don't make you black.
And he said his father left his life for like for most of his life.
Right.
So that means you grew up
what school you
with your Jewish mother.
Right.
So you never had the black experience.
Right.
And you never, and even if you never had the black experience, you didn't put your heart and your soul into connecting with it. You didn't do that, and that's fine. You don't have. He didn't have to do it.
It is fine, yeah.
But back to what Kendrick is saying. Kendrick is saying basically you're using the culture, and we let these, and not me. I won't letting him do it. But we let.
He a plant.
He let Drake. The culture let Drake do it because we don't. The culture itself is a little suspect on who we let in and come out.
Absolutely.
We let the culture vote just come in and make money.
Of course.
And and we feel the effects of the negative part of it.
Of
and
course.
we don't really gain the economics of the rap culture anyway.
Absolutely.
So we're not gonna hold you guys too long. I hope that anybody who sees this video and is into this conversation that I'm telling you about, it's gonna pick up even more in the next few weeks.
Yeah.
But I just find it so shocking that grown people
over the age of 25 too, Jay.
These are people in their 30s and 40s
that is saying this
dumb stuff
that
about
biracial people can't say the word.
Oh, yeah. Their kids are both light skinned, so I guess are you guys that stupid?
That's not what he's saying.
Do you not understand that do you identifying as black and looking black? I thought this was like fundamental. Fundamentals
it's insane.
Of just. But it's not.
But they're dissecting it like that.
Yes,
saying that. Oh no, kids are trying to say if light skinned people not can. No, y'all trying to make that to be the narrative so bad. But you're not gonna win that argument because we've been talking about that since the beginning of time.
But talking about social media, what happens is perception, popular perception.
Yeah.
So
absolutely.
They actually could. So people like myself and us that are talking about it don't say no. What Kendrick is saying is you don't identify as black.
I don't think Drake does.
No, I'm saying that's what you don't.
I've never heard. I mean, not to say he's not black.
So to be honest with you,
he is black.
He's black. He's a black man, but do he identify as a black man?
How can you identify with something you did not grow up with? You have to be around that continuously.
But listen, okay,
he don't have to identify as well.
If your father not there on a daily basis and you grew up in a Jewish home, you have to identify with that side more.
Most likely that's what.
Okay, so look, but I'm going to show you how I don't agree with that 100%. I know what you're saying. If I was, if I'm a dark-skinned man.
First off, for a black man to grow up without a father, right or wrong?
Absolutely.
So imagine your father trying to get you, like, oh, I'm coming to get you for the weekend. You can't identify with your own father on just a weekend.
No, of course not.
Right.
But here's what I'm saying is it still comes down to the choice of how you identify.
Absolutely.
This is for people who are fair-skinned. I can't say I'm not black. Nigga, I'm black.
Right.
I look like I'm black.
Right.
But if I was very light-skinned,
right,
I can, you see, light-skinned people have a choice. When it's late night, as a black man, I'm driving. The cop pull me over.
There you go.
You see, Drake ain't gonna tell you when he's driving at night, if he was a regular person, he gonna probably tell a cop he's Jewish.
There you go.
You don't want
we don't have a choice.
You don't want these black people problems. So I'm not mad at Drake for not wanting to be black because it comes at a cost. But to make music and to be hot, he's gonna tell you that he's black.
Into the black side.
Yeah.
Because it's fun.
And that's what Kendrick is saying.
It's fun.
Wrong.
Yes, yeah, it's fun.
It's fun. But
I'm gonna do my braids. I'm gonna get my grill.
Stupid.
Right? But it's not fun when you get pulled over.
Nobody from Houston.
No, I mean,
you tapped in with Jay Prince and them. How you tapped in with old ass Jay? You don't know none of them niggas.
Yo, this dude is amazing.
And also, it showed you about. Remember, this called Everyone's Got a Story. What you need to know from this man's story and apply it, like how Kendrick said to like raise your kids. When you get money, you don't gotta be a millionaire. You could just get a good job and start making good money.
Yeah.
There's people who do what Drake do, and they're not called out on it. And you don't want to be like that person. If nobody would have a problem with Drake if Drake just stuck to who he is.
Yeah. And Kendrick is saying you don't know.
And you don't. You know what I'm saying? But Drake keeps trying to do the stuff. Like you're not a gangster. Yeah. We know you're not tough.
We like the melody Drake.
We don't care
we like singing Drake.
We don't like tough guy Drake.
We don't like tough guy Drake.
And the fact that he came with that song and said nigga first, I feel some way about it.
No, I feel some. I feel some way about it. Because you know why? Because it sounds like you saying like, yeah, nigga, I'm saying it.
You missing the whole. The fact that had me messed up, he's like, you don't even bang, nigga.
Yeah, like
imagine him telling you you don't bang, YG bang. Chris Brown bang more than you. Nigga, you don't do nothing.
Wait, do you bang?
You don't even know it, gang. You don't.
Like, what? Why are you even saying that?
Yeah, you're right.
Like, you had to bang?
The fact that he got the audacity to talk
Chris
about.
Brown, YG a real blood. You trying to say that you're not even black enough.
Right. Because you don't.
Yeah.
And that's ignorant.
And now that's ignorant. That's a subliminal way of.
Subliminal trying to trick the niggas in the street
to thinking.
You don't know real blood.
Yeah, because he ain't black. He ain't no.
Thank you. He don't gang bang. He ain't one of y'all.
And Kendrick's whole thing has always been good kid in bad city. He's not trying to. Now listen, like who said it himself? Like they'll kill for Kendrick in whatever part of Compton he's from.
Absolutely.
Because he's born and raised from there. I applaud the Kendricks for he's not trying to gain stripes to be a gangster.
No, absolutely not.
He's actually going out of his way to not even show you too much that this is what he could dive into. You know what I'm saying?
Like he can give you both sides of the coin.
He's giving you both, yes.
Canada, I want to go to Drake Block. Then I want to go where you grew up at. Why we can't go there?
Yo.
LA person say you can't join the gang at 21. Right or wrong. You are who you are. From 10 up, you are who you are.
Well, you heard Kendrick. Kendrick said y'all come to America to imitate the culture.
Yeah,
he's like, you can't imitate this kind of violence.
Listen, I like Drake.
No, he's a great artist.
But the problem is,
he's a great artist.
Drake at the same time.
Me too.
He's one guy.
I'm with Kendrick. I hate the way he talk. I hate the way he even clap his hands. It's something about he's just a cornball.
What happens?
That's it.
When you are a rapper, you gotta understand. I'm not a hip hop anything, but somebody told me that rap came out of one of the projects in the Bronx.
Right.
Somebody apartment building. I'm from a project. I know how bad it is.
Right.
The Bronx gotta be way worse.
Oh yeah.
So you can't take what happens in the projects and try to switch it up to your style. Where it come from is where it's come from. You're never gonna change. It's street.
But this is what happens when the money comes into what happened with hip hop. This is what people know. It's gotten so big that now people that don't fit these categories can like it and love it and appreciate it.
Yeah.
This never went nowhere. He just took on the wrong nigga in Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
What do you mean it didn't go nowhere? What do you mean?
This never, like what you said, like the money, he always been able to shift his money around to do what he want to do.
Who, Drake?
He never been really challenged like
Oh,
this.
yeah.
When you drop your Family Matters record, and a nigga jump right back on your ass 18 minutes or whatever it was.
Yep.
And you talking about you about to go on vacation. No, nigga.
And before we close off, to all you corny rappers, I ain't gonna
Call them out.
call them out, but
Call them out.
All you non-substance rappers that made listen, we played some of them songs, but for y'all to go there and side with Drake,
that was
say
insane.
that, I'm not okay. You can side with Drake, but y'all downplaying what Kendrick put out.
Yeah.
And y'all rappers
and
that
then
are
say
from
like
here.
We don't really rap like that.
You know
rap
why?
Like what?
Why? Because
it's not.
No, hold on.
Like, why?
Because Drake came to the Apollo and showed y'all some love.
And I'm a LeBron lover. Get away from that dude, man. Stay away from Drake.
Drake is so smart. Drake is in pockets of a lot of these people
Of
that they can't even be honest and say.
You at the park, you see the black kids, you like, man, I want to be down with
I
him.
want to be down.
And he got a couple.
Ross called him out first.
Could you imagine bringing that ball to the park? After getting that shit?
But listen.
Could you imagine that bankroll?
But listen.
Bring that shit to the park.
I'm buying everybody Jordans.
Yeah. Whatever you want.
May sat there and said, critiqued the Kendrick response and was acting like it was the wackest thing he heard.
Yeah, that was
I'm going to say
crazy.
Mace's name.
That's crazy.
Mace then talked about the Oracle. Nobody talk about the Oracle. Whatever, Becky, but nobody talk about that to this day. That ain't no ether. And you acting like if you put out something like ether, it's just sad, man. To see
Drake
that the popularity where
he got a
rapper who does this, like people who claim they got bars, the Gillies and them I'm talking about, y'all like bars. Oh, I thought he would have came this way or that way. What way you want him to come? He told y'all
it's
the minute
Kendrick.
he said extortion's my name when you come off that plane.
Right.
Like what will you like? He wasn't sitting there saying he's gonna hold his hand, take him to eat dinner.
Drake could come out and just say the word is over. Oh, that was a hard what? It's like he could do no wrong. He has that
fake love.
He has that effect. It's money.
So let me close on this question. So the word gatekeeper has come up a lot throughout the year. Cat Williams talked about gatekeeping, and it seemed like a good thing to get the gatekeepers out from things, right? But I'm asking the question, is this where getting gatekeepers out of something goes wrong? Because what I'm trying to say is, when DMX was here, he told you flat out, I don't like nothing about this dude.
Yeah.
If I see him, I ought to slap him.
Right.
Or he was about to say that.
Slap him, people peeing on his leg.
Because this dude
it's a lot
is cut from a different cloth. Now, everybody just, you got the money you hide. There's nobody to say, dude, you doing too much right now. Stay in your lane. Stay in your pop lane.
Like when you give a cornball power, he gonna run through it.
But if you had a Nas, let's say, I think
Drake don't have nobody in his corner. Who the fuck gonna put out an AI record with Snoop Dogg and Tupac and say
disrespectful?
Who would do that?
But here, what I'm saying though, do we need gatekeepers back in hip hop?
I don't believe that is no gatekeepers in hip hop from the start. I don't never.
No. Listen. In the 90s, you had to go through the labels.
Oh, yeah, of course.
You know what I'm saying? You could just, anybody could just go and just, nigga, I'm going to put my joint on YouTube or Tidal. The gatekeepers is gone.
That's over.
Now the people just say whatever's hot and that's going to, the gatekeepers are kind of going to hip hop.
You got to get, you listen.
So I'm saying.
This is two sides. You got media in there.
Yeah.
You got the academics. Look at all Drake. Look, and I'm not. Just look at the people that's following him. Look at the people that dislike him.
Yes.
It's two different sides. It's heads and tails.
Yes.
You got street niggas and you got sidewalk niggas.
But it's not. It's street. It's street individuals, and there's purists. There's purists too.
Backing Kendrick are street dudes.
Yeah.
More than likely.
Ain't nothing but combos on. Oh man, I don't want to say it.
You know what Compton?
I don't want to say it.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that alone. There's some things I don't want to say either.
I'm gonna leave that alone because, like I said, Drake is a great artist. He makes great music. But leave the battle. Leave it alone, God. Leave it alone.
Amongst billion opinions.
How corny was it for him to put up the message between him and his mother with the racist? Like, he's racist, mom. Like,
well, you know what?
Just it just get on my nerves,
I have an ignorant question I want to ask Drake. If I ask him, How would Drake feel about Jewish people claiming sets and starting to have their own set and trying to kill each other? Would he think that's a good standard to be a Jew? How would he feel about that? But for the black side, you ain't YG, you ain't CB, right? You know what I mean? But so why don't you push that to your other side?
Push it to the side
because you know it's equal love, right?
Trying to call a black man out for not gangbanging. Think about that.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
That's what I'm saying.
But they're not even seeing that part. You ain't gangbanging, so
why don't
he
go make it popular for the people to take off the thing they wear and put a bandana on?
Yeah, there you go.
Then he'll really be popular.
There you go.
And I said, yo, yeah, go ahead now. Let me say I like it.
And he think he's so slick. Yo, when Castanet was look, Drake sent me the thing. And they even acting, he know that they not push the culture, but they have so many followings that he wants them behind him. He wants the big podcasters behind him. Oh, yeah. He wants that.
And like I said, and let me be clear, I love all walks of life and people.
Of course.
But there's a fact that this man is half black and half Jewish. So I know people are scared to say the J word. I'm not saying nothing anti-Semitic about him. I'm just making the fact of if you look at what he's pushing for the black culture, I'm just saying it's ironic he doesn't push it to the other side.
Why don't he though? That's the question. I challenge any viewer to pull up a clip where he's identifying as a black man.
And this is why I'm gonna leave on the stance that I do find it cringy now when he says the word nigga.
When you think about it, when he said it in the beginning of the Doom Diss, it's almost as like he was baiting it.
Then he got his mother, who's not black, saying, please don't start off by saying, nigga. Oh, okay. I'm telling you,
he's very strategic.
It's a lot of, like I said, the rap beef is whatever.
Yeah.
But I think
it's amazing.
The more,
for the culture,
the more
sure.
serious conversation is how people perception of what race is and what being biracial is. And I think everybody has a job because people are really confused on what it is to be biracial and to be black. And who can and who can't do stuff. We have to enforce this. And it's us regular people got to check people like, no, J. Cole is good.
You're right.
Because J. Cole he's experienced the black culture. He's experienced it.
Yeah.
And he's
Kobe Rock bites through the hood.
Right.
Yeah.
Ain't no blacker than that.
That's what I'm saying. It's
it's identifying.
It's identifying and how you living.
Yeah. Identify.
And I don't.
What you grow up with too.
Absolutely.
You grow up like that, you're gonna be that.
Yeah. Thank you.
You can't be.
And you can identify. Nobody's not saying. Cause we need to make it clear. We're not saying that he has to identify as a black man. He doesn't.
He doesn't. He
can identify as just being biracial, and that's okay as well. But don't come like you here for the culture, and you don't do that. Don't do that, cause you're not.
And being about the culture is more than just picking rappers who are hot that are black. That's not what I'm talking about.
Of course.
Just because you want to grab 21 Savage and go on tour with him, that don't make you black.
He ain't got a back-to-back in him. You think he got one in him?
Huh?
You think he got a back-to-back in him? He ain't got one in him. I want to see it. You think he got a back-to-back in him?
Ooh, a whack-to-whack.
You think he got one? I think back-to-back was his last and best diss track ever.
There's levels to listen. Whatever he thinking he could pay for, or he could push his popularity on, it ain't gonna happen with Kendrick. It's a different animal.
I want to see you push your T.
On that note,
I want to see you push your T.
And subscribe.
I want to see you push your T.
Pushing P. Let me see you push a T.
Yo, shout out to the cornball. Y'all love it.
All the cornballs that love Drake. We see y'all. We still like you a little
Drake
bit.
Drake is a great artist, though. He is.
That's right.
But just leave the coach. Leave that alone, man.
Shouts out to Compton. Kendrick, go get him.
Shout out to City. Later,
we see y'all.
Yo, so let's talk about you being Jewish real quick.
Let's do that.
Because a lot of people think that, like, Asher's Jewish.
Right.
He's not. His dad's Jewish. He doesn't really identify. All loves to Jews, but he's not Jewish.
Yeah.
You, on the other hand...
But he wasn't there. He didn't read his portion, first of all.
You didn't have a bar mitzvah.
Come on. Are you serious?
You had a... Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Just tell... You don't understand how big you're about to be in the Jew world right now.
You don't understand how big it is. First of all, I live in an all-Jewish area. So
where is that?
Forest Hill.
Okay.
I went to a predominantly Jewish school growing up. I definitely had a bar mitzvah in an Italian restaurant, mind you.
My lord.
Yeah.
A nice Italian restaurant?
A very nice Italian restaurant. The song of the night was Backstreet Boys' I Want It That Way.
You are younger than me.
Yeah.
I forget about that.
Yeah. And yeah, man, I was in there. I was in synagogue. I had my yarmulke on.
Hebrew school, the whole nine. You did? No Hebrew school?
I cheated. I didn't really.
So you just that? No. Your parents are nice.
Yeah.
So they let you do the bar mitzvah without having to do the fucking Hebrew school thing. So your mom's Jewish.
My mother is Jewish, and we have great Jewish dinners like Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur.
First text message you ever sent me. Good Shabbos.
Yep, good Shabbos.
He kept it real.
Yep.
Have you gotten approached yet by like the Jewish media yet?
No, I haven't gotten approached by the Jewish media, but somebody today, who I won't mention, was like, you know how big you're gonna be? And I was like,
wait, was that me 5 minutes ago? I remember saying that.
Somebody's like, you know how big you're gonna be? And he's like, this has never happened before. It's like every Jew is going to just like really embrace.
Well, here's the thing: there are Jews like my dad who like cling to like the biggest reaches. Yeah. Like, you know who's Jewish? Matt Damon. I'm like, no, he's not, Dad. He's definitely not Jewish. And like people reach, and the fact that you actually identify, that's gonna be big.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
You're doing something that I could never do.